This is going to be my new guide, which will be Resident Evil 4 remakes, all treasure collections, all locations where they're at. So there's 3 areas where the treasures can be found. The first one is the village, which you will start off in, which is where I'm going to jump into right now. But anyway, let's get into it and go find the first treasure. Alright, so when you get to this part where you see the guy burning, just make your way into this building over here. The last building on the left. Just head inside, slam the door behind him, and just go up the stairs, and out this window to the right. You should have your treasure right over here. I miss it. There it is. I was like, it should be right here. That's your first treasure. Also, we're doing the extended treasure map thing because I got the DLC. So there's going to be 180 treasures if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember the exact number, but in the original one there's 104 treasures without the DLC. So if you don't have the DLC, you only have 104 that you need to collect. So just keep that in mind. I'll try to make sure I split it up for like the DLC and the main ones, like with the description in the video. So that way you guys could tell which ones are from the DLC and which ones aren't. This is where the Velvet Blue is on the map, in case you needed to know, in case you couldn't tell where we were down there. Just open your map, and it's in this building right here. Alright, so from the other treasure that we got was on the roof there. You just jump down, face this thing, which is the chapel or whatever. Just head slightly to the left. This will be your first DLC treasure. Ornate necklace. You can put gems in it. That's you can make it extra expensive if you want. So over here was where the ornate necklace was, just a little northeast of the village square. From the treasure up on the roof, or the treasure over there, which was the first DLC treasure, you head down this path like you would go to the lake. So instead of going straight through that gate, just make a left to this house, turn right, and right here you'll have another treasure. Ruby! You can put it in the ornate necklace if you have the DLC treasure thing. Over here, right before you head out to the lake, was the ruby for the third treasure. Alright, so the first one in the farm section in the village. So we were down here, went up into the farm area. So if you go towards this windmill here, you'll see it spinning around. All you gotta do is shoot it, pick it up. It's a pearl pendant. From the pearl pendant that we just got, which is over here on the windmill, just head this way towards the barn. Not that barn. This one, which is just right from the entrance to this thing. I guess the windmill is what we'll call it. So if you go in there, you'll get another one, but we're gonna go around the left. So gotta get around there. You just go through the windmill. But since I have this open already, I'll just go this way. So you just grab this, which is a flagon. But yeah, when you go in the windmill, you'll come out that door and just drop down. Then there'll be some breakables there, and then the flagon right there. Pretty easy. From the flagon, after dropping down from the back side of the windmill, or from up there, you can come down inside. This will have a lock on it. Just break that, go in, and then it'll be in this drawer right here. I accidentally grabbed it right away, so I can't really show you that it's in there, but it's a ruby. Alright, so making your way into the lakeside settlement area, you can see there's 2 treasures here, and there's a way shrine in there. but we're gonna go for this extended map treasure real quick, which is the DLC one. It's a copper lantern looking thingy up there. Shoot that. Down comes the treasure, which is a sapphire. That would be all the chapters in, or all the treasures in chapter 1. So let's start off with chapter 2 here. So when you get to the part where your gear gets taken in chapter 2 at the start, you'll be down here. Just run through the halls till you get up to this kiln area. And just, I think it's the right kiln. Yeah. The right kiln, there's a sapphire in there. And if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing in this one. No treasure at least. Just a handgun ammo. So if you come over into this valley area, this is where the gate is. Oh, right about here. So this is also where the lever is to open the gate after you come in and grab the hexagon piece. I think it's what the name of it is. I forget what the name of these things are. Yeah, hexagonal emblem. But if you come to where I'm at, up on the upper platform, there's a chest. There's a treasure inside, which is a ruby. In the valley, there's treasure for the extended, the DLC version. It'll be on this bridge here. Um, so this is where we're at. If you head up these stairs and go that way, it's up there, where that little pinwheel looking thing is. There's a crank that you need to open the gate. So over here, just look up, pretty much directly up, and shoot that little lantern or whatever it is. Pick this up, and there's a spinel. Nice. We found our first small key in this building in the valley area. Uh, right at the end of this bridge here. So, right here. Bridge will lead to this building. Just go in, turn right, and there'll be a box right here with a small key in it. We need that to unlock the drawers for some of the treasures we're going to need. So with that small key that we got over in the valley area in the house, we're going to use it in the abandoned factory here, where we got our gear back at the start of chapter 2. Open up this drawer. And then we get an elegant mask. Yay! Can put 3 gems in it, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. 3 circular ones, so ruby, sapphire, or I forget what that is. Topaz? Probably. So for our second piece of the DLC treasures, if you come from the merchant, just out of the abandoned factory, make a left after you have the hexagonal fragment thing. Just inside the door, you look up in between these 2 pillars, shoot down the lantern-y looking thing, pick that up for another Alexandrite. Or not another, but first Alexandrite. After you put the hexagonal piece in, and you go through the door, make your way in this little miniature maze looking thing and head left under this instead of up the stairs, which is where you're supposed to go. There's a box down here that has your treasure in it, and it is a sapphire. Alright, so on your way to the village chief's house, I think it is. Your objectives head to the church, and it says to go up here for sub-objective, and this is the main objective, obviously. But coming up this way from the merchant, there's 2 treasures. So there's this lantern here, which is silver. You can shoot it, and it'll fall in the water, which will make it dirty. Or you could shoot this, lower that, then shoot this, and you'll get the pearl pendant. If it gets dropped into the water, it'll be reduced price when trying to sell it, because it'll be dirty. From where you got the pearl pendant above the well, it's following the path here to the village chief's house. Turn around. It should be right above. Oh, where did it go? I always lose it when I'm trying to do it fast. Should be right above this thing. There it is. There's a little directional error. Shoot that down, you'll get a sapphire. Yay! You will also get an emerald from killing the chainsaw dude, by the way. So just don't forget that. As if I'm not 100% sure, which I will inform you after I finish this guide, but I do think that the one dropped from him counts. But like I said, I'll let you know. In the village chief's manor, in the southwestern corner of the building, you'll see a stack of papers here with a small key on it. We'll have to grab that because we'll need it for one of the drawers we have to open later for another treasure. So right as you enter the back door of the village chief's manor, you come from there straight to this corner. Just open the drawer, grab the ruby out. That'll be your next treasure. Alright, that'll be the end of chapter 2. Now let's move on to chapter 3. For our first treasure in chapter 3, when you get back to the village area where we got our first treasure, that building will fall down, but this second building here on the left, there'll be a locked drawer. Just enter the room, turn right. You should have a key. Just unlock that. You get a treasure, vintage compass, and you could sell that for a pretty good amount, I think. I forget what it sells for. I think it's like 3,500 or something. So our next treasure in chapter 3 will be when you're entering the town hall. So after this rubble falls down in front of the church-looking building, you open this door, come into this area, just turn right into the dining room looking area here. Be right above you. Shoot that down. You'll get a treasure called the Violet Blue. Yay! Alrighty, the first DLC treasure of chapter 3. When you enter this area with the big church, you'll have to kill the guy that's like right over there shoveling, otherwise he'll probably attack you before you can get this. But there's a... oh, where'd it go? I just saw it. There's a lantern right up here. There it is. Shoot this down, and you get a treasure here. It's just another emerald. The second DLC treasure in chapter 3 is once you stand in front of this giant church, you'll come through the gate, and then there'll be a door here you can't open. So just turn to the left, and behind these gravestones, or whatever they're called, there's a little chest thing here with a red gemstone ring in it. Our next treasure is standing in front of this big church here. You just go around the right side of it. Don't go through the gate yet. That'll be continuing the storyline later, but I don't think you can go through there. Just head behind the church, open this chest up, and you'll get an elegant headdress. Yay! Alright, our next treasure in chapter 3 is when we're entering the quarry area. You'll pass by a giant axe, pickaxe, hammer, whatever you want to call it. You'll enter this area, there will be lots of birds, and you'll get attacked by 2 dogs. Just look up, right there, on the wire. Oop, I totally missed that. Shoot that down, you'll get another treasure. That'll be a ruby. After you make your way through the quarry in chapter 3, just keep going through till you get to the merchant area. Should be docks looking area. Come through those double doors. Merchants to the right, and to the left, the way you have to go, which is up this way. Right before you go up the stairs, to the right of it, is your first hexagon piece. You need 3 of these in order to get a treasure, or we have to solve a hexagon puzzle. So, this is A of the 3 of them, and there's B and C that we need. So, yeah. When you make your way into this fish farm area, where you have to get to the boat fuel. Get to this point, which is pretty much in front of that ladder over there where you would climb back up. So just head down here, turn left, and make a right. Another right, left. You should be at this point right here. Turn left, you'll see this, which is a little lantern thingy. You'll get a treasure with an antique pipe, which you can sell. In order to get one of the future treasures, you will need to grab this hexagon piece. It's not on the map. It's in the fish farm area before you grab the boat fuel. So the boat fuel building's right over that way. If you go over this way, it's in this chest right here. So if you're like me and exploring, then you'll find that box pretty easily. But if not, there's a building with boat fuel. Come down this way. Oh, look, a wiper. Come down this way and go underneath the first bridge on the left. And then just go straight ahead and it's right there. You need 2 of those. Our next small key is at the end of the fish farm area, right before we go into where the boat fuel's at. Boat fuel building's right here. Just turn left in this building in the drawer. There'll be a small key. The next DLC treasure will be in the fish farm area. So you'll enter where you get the boat fuel. Make a left. Stand over here so you can see it better. Then just look straight up. Shoot down the lantern. You get a small silver token, not a small token. Alrighty, our first treasure of chapter 4 will be the treasure on the shipwreck in the middle of the lake. Because you'll have a boat at this point. So then this will be your first treasure, which will be Alexandrite. And then if you go around here, be this, which should be the red, the red 9, the pistol. Our next treasure will be over with the merchant. So if you took the boat from your cave here, you just head northwest, right over here. Dock should be looking a little like this, all cluttered and whatnot. So when you get off the boat, you'll see a ladder right there, which will bring you up to where we were earlier. Just head past that. You can use your small key on this drawer, and you'll get a treasure from inside, which will be the brass pocket watch. And you come over to this area, which is pretty much west of the large cave shrine. You come down this way, and there's this little platform here. There's 2 treasures here. There's one for the DLC, or actually no, sorry. I think my bad. It's not the DLC, it's the one, the way shrine thing. So if you grab the way shrine key, old way shrine key, you can open this up, get a Splendid Bangle, and then the next treasure, you just have to look up, shoot this down. You could shoot this down earlier. I figured I'd not shoot it down earlier so I didn't have to confuse people with that. But this is an Alexandrite. So if you head your way up to the northwest part of the lake, back to the lakeside settlement, come over to this gate here. There'll be a treasure behind it for the DLC. Just open this with the insignia key real quick. And it should be right at the end over here. Not this, obviously. Should be a lantern if I'm not mistaken. Hello. Talks about a fish. Can I pass it? Oh, right there. I was like, it's right here somewhere. There's a spindle. After you have a boat, climb to the sail to the northwestern part of the lake, to Lakeside Settlement. Head through this insignia door here. Obviously, you'll have to unlock it if you haven't been in here already. And head through this door and up the ladder. We'll be heading to Forest Altar, I think it's called. Look, a tied up person. Right over here. Small key. We'll need that in a moment for another treasure. With the small key, come back to the lakeside settlement, head to the house right in the middle of it. There's a locked chest just to the left. Use a small key on it, and you'll get a treasure called Gold Bar. After you grab the gold bar in the lakeside settlement house, let's head through the house where we went to get, I forget what his name is. The guy who was tied up and all that in the back here. It was in this. Just going down. Then right here at the end, there will be a treasure. Not that. Red Gemstone Ring. There you go. You got one more in the lakeside settlement. So from the center of the lakeside settlement, pretty much right outside the house, just head behind it. And go to this way shrine thing here. Open it up with the key. And you'll get another treasure, which is the Pearl Bangle. In the northeast part of the lake, there will be a small cave shrine where you have to go to get the Blasphemer's head. In the box to the right of that, there'll be your third Hexagon piece, Hexagon Piece C, which you need for one of the future treasures. But if you head up the ladder, and you turn just to the left, break this, you will get a ruby. Ruby. Yeah. What's a ruben? When you get that ruby, there'll be another treasure to the right. Right up here. Just shoot that down. And you'll get another ruby. Yay! You make your way to the east side of the lake. There'll be this little islandy looking thing here on the map. So you'll dock over there. Just head to the left after you get off the dock. Right here. The Velvet Blue, which is another treasure. After you go to the bottom left portion of the map, where the lake is, there's this place where you got the boat at. You just gotta solve this puzzle. I don't know if you could see that very well, but that's what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. And then grab the Depraved Idol, which is another treasure. Yay! You need 3 Hexagon pieces for that, which I have in this video. All the quick jumps to the items in this video are going to be in the description as well, by the way. In case you missed something, just make sure I think it's like 4 chapters or something, you make sure you got everything before you go further, because when you leave an area, I don't think you can come back to it. Like, this area is chapter 1 through 4, if I'm not mistaken, so. When you get to the large cave shrine, before you make this final turn to go up the ladder towards the objective, there's a DLC treasure here. So if you look up, where'd it go? There it is. Always hard to see it. If you look up, you'll see a lantern. Just shoot it down, and then you'll get a silver token. The ladder's right over here, so not too far away. In the large cave, after you make your way around from the boat to where you come to here, which is when you can unlock the gate, head towards the ladder, make your first right underneath this bridge here. And right above this, shoot down the lantern, you'll get another treasure. Be the Velvet Blue. After starting to head back from the merchant here, I mean, obviously you still have to go back and get the church key if you want to go to the church, but if you're heading back towards the church, you have to pass back through the quarry. But before you get to the quarry, there's a way shrine here on your right. You can open that for another treasure, which you will get the butterfly lantern. So when you make your way back to the quarry, after the whole lake stuff, come through the quarry, you gotta fight this giant dude, and he will drop a yellow diamond, which is another treasure. In the church, there will be a small key. If you come through the front doors, head up to this little podium. Right on this table here will be the small key that we need. Alright, after grabbing that small key in the church, head back out. This will be our last treasure for Chapter 5. Just head around the church here, to this door you had to go into earlier, and then open the door. This will be our last treasure for Chapter 5, is a yellow diamond. After the cutscene where you save Ashley, they'll appear in front of this window here. They'll be crouching. Just go to the right and enter the room she was in. And right above you, there'll be a lantern, whatever you want to call it. They'll give you a yellow diamond. It's the first treasure of Chapter 5. After you get Ashley in Chapter 5 at the start of it, you come over to the ladder to make your way into the attic. And instead of going through that window, just keep going past it all the way around. This will be the first DLC treasure of Chapter 5. Get gold token. When you make your way back to the starting village area here, the village square, we're going to make our way to this first building where it says gap in the wall. We're going to have Ashley climb up.
Got it.
She'll open the door for us. There's 2 treasures in here. There's one DLC and one normal one. We just gotta wait for her to open the door. Come on.
It's open.
Here we go.
Good work.
Thank you. There's a box right here. Via Elegant Bangle, which is the non-DLC treasure. After you get the non-DLC treasure in the Village Square's barn looking area, where you have to use Ashley to climb through the window, there's a treasure thing on the ceiling, right above the door. Shoot that down, you'll get a silver token. After you get to the village chief's manor, climb into the attic with Ashley. She has to lower down the ladder, which is why we didn't get it earlier. So head all the way through the attic till you get to this window. And look to your right. You'll have to crouch under, turn right, and right on this table is the antique camera. That's our next treasure. Our next treasure in Chapter 5 will be on the farm. So, just to the right of this big gate here, where you have to run down the bridge, when you have to approach the extraction point, you turn to the right. You have your way shrine key. Yeah, old way shrine key. That's what it's called. You'll unlock this, and you'll get a treasure, which is the antique pipe. And that is the should be, unless I'm blind, the last treasure in Chapter 5. So now we will move on to Chapter 6. Alright, so at the start of Chapter 6, we'll start over here, right outside the villa, on the eastern side. So you just follow this path along until you get to right before the merchant, which is right down there. And just look up at all these wooden poles holding up this boulder looking thing. Just shoot this down. Sorry, excuse me. You'll get your first treasure for your DLC, which will be a red Beryl. I think is how you pronounce it. It's just a gem you can use to in socket stuff. Alright, so after you leave the merchant's area, after the villa fight, make your way just through the doors. Right over there. Head down this pathway, and then take the stairs to the left. And right in this chest, you'll have your next treasure, which is a yellow diamond. When you come up to this portion of the map, and you're heading through the this area here, which leads to the checkpoint area, you'll come up to here, and if you make your way to the left inside here, there will be, well, there'll be this guy, but then there'll be a chest here with a treasure in it, which is Chalice of Atonement. The next DLC treasure in Chapter 6 will be in the checkpoint area, when you have a sub-objective, but if you come into this checkpoint area from the path you have to come from, you'll come, hold on. So right up here is the last treasure that we just got. You'll see this fire to the right of the gate. Let's just head through the gate, follow the path like you normally would. And then you would have to go this way into the building, and just look up. Right there is a lantern. You shoot that down, then you will get your treasure, which is another Spinel. In the checkpoint area, there is a way shrine up on the second floor. Come out of the out of here where you would hide Ashley in the locker. You go left from that. Missed the doorway. Go left from that. And right here is the way shrine. Just open that with your key, and you'll get your next treasure, which is the elegant headdress. After defeating Mendez, just loot his eye here, his false eye,
Give my regards to
which is another treasure.
What?
On our way to the castle, there's two treasures. Going to be one on the back of this truck here, which is the DLC treasure, that gold token. And the other one is right up here, which is the non-DLC one, which is the emerald. That is the last treasure for the village. Now we gotta move on to the castle. If this video helped you, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And if you want to do the village treasures, just click on the video that will be on the screen. Well, this probably not, because this is the first of the videos. The other one should probably be out, I'd say, maybe within a week. I don't know. But when it is released, I'll put it in the description of this video, and I'll also put it as the video that you can click for the video after this, but for now it won't be on there.